You are interested in the unknown, the mysterious, the unexplainable. That is why you are here.
Welcome back to the Code Rad Show, everybody. Hi, Jim.
Jason, hi, how are you?
I'm great. Good to see you. We are
you.
doing the Phoenix Files here, discussing the history of GATCHAMAN, also known as Battle of the Planets. Before we get started, I'd like to remind everyone, Code Rad Publishing has put out so far Interplanet Volume 1 and Tales of Conspiracy and Madness. If you can't see it down there at the bottom, Interplanet 1 is available at a very cool website called Fund My Comic. If you go there and search for it, you will find it, and it's bargain priced. I want everyone to get a chance to read it before Volume 2 comes out, which will hopefully be not too long. And the reason why I'm promoting this for the first time in a while is very cool guy. Let me see. Very cool people called Cosmmortal Comics recently reviewed Interplanet. Here is their X account, and you see they link to their video review of Interplanet Volume 1. So I thought that was cool. That was the first time someone's reviewed it in a few months, and I don't think Cosmmortal Comics would mind too much if we all right, so you can't really see the video, but there, let's try. All right, so I won't waste any more time on that. You heard it directly from him. He enjoyed it, and visually it's beautiful. That is true for sure. All right, are you still hearing that audio? How do I get rid of that?
I can't hear it from here.
All right, I can hear it though. Let me see. All right, now it's gone. All right, so there you have it. Code Rad Publishing brings you Interplanet Volume 1. Volume 2 is in production. I will provide a link to Cosmmortal Comics website or YouTube channel, I should say, if you would care to see the whole review. And so back to the Phoenix Files, GATCHAMAN, episode 4. This is... I need to write down these titles. I mean, the titles themselves are too long to remember. Revenge on the Iron Beast Mechadegan.
Yes, I was going to say, oh, sorry, guys. Can we pause for a minute? I'm sorry, guys. Can we pause?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Okay, we're back. Sorry,
all right, we are back. All right, so Jim, tell us about this episode.
Yes, I can do that. So let's see. Let me bring in my slides here. Here we go, okay? This is the 4th episode, The Space Serpent, or you were mentioning the Japanese title, the Revenge of the Iron Beast Mechadegan. Let's see, it says Dagon. Not sure what Dagon means. It's not centipede.
I was curious about that myself. So mecha things were a thing in 1972, which, I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. Mechagodzilla, I think, was like 69, 70, something like that, first appearance.
I think so.
Was Mechagodzilla the first mecha?
He may have been. I'm not sure. He may have been.
Yeah, we'll have to research that sometime.
I was going to say, I think with the title cards, I think the Japanese are definitely a lot better because it's like this one's kind of narrow. Yeah, but it's okay. But this, much better.
That is cool. I mean, I kind of like the simplicity of the American version, but yeah, that's pretty awesome.
I do like that a lot better. Okay, so basically, well, I love this mecha because
it's awesome, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame they didn't do any toys for these these various mecha mecha monsters, but yeah, just how look, there's has like lasers coming out of its eyes there. They
Mm-hmm.
also function as headlights. Yeah, there we go, blowing stuff up. I love how the top can detach itself.
That was sweet. Yeah, yeah. I
I
thought.
love how each little piece comes apart.
Yeah, yeah. They
I
become
thought
a
those
little
are
tank.
yeah.
Keep attacking.
And also they have like a little shooting apparatus at the end, but yeah, there
Yeah,
we go. They're shooting things right in that shot right there. But and you can try to knock it down, but you may knock it down, but it just comes right back together
yeah.
again. So
Mm-hmm.
yes, I love the designs. A lot of these, and there's definitely more to come. Was maybe not as cool as the Mummy, but still, yeah, still very, very, still cool
Right,
in its own
right.
right.
Yeah, we had a kaiju with the mummy. Now we've got a mecha,
Mecha,
mecha
yeah,
centipede.
Mecha Centipede. So it's both versions begin with let's see, well, it's Seven's Arc 7 setting up the story. But basically, it's an oil refinery, and this mecha comes. Well, first, noticing whenever this mecha travels anywhere, it causes a lot of great seismic activity.
Yes.
It causes like earthquakes. And of course, yeah, the thing there's falling apart right there. See this fissure opening, a pretty big one. And it's not only is it wrecking the oil refinery, it's also stealing oil.
Yes.
So it made me think that I know so far a lot of the episodes have to do with stealing minerals or stealing resources. So
Mm.
I'm wondering if maybe Japan was experiencing a energy crisis as we were in the 70s. It's possible.
Oh, I would think so. I mean, I'm pretty sure Japan does not have any, of its own oil, or
I don't think
not a
so.
lot.
No,
And I mean,
not much.
so so when OPEC did that thing in the 70s, yeah, I would think that would definitely have affected Japan.
So I was just curious. Yeah, so many of the early episodes have to deal with stealing in some sort of resource.
Yeah.
Let's see. So there it is. Yeah, it's burrowing, and of course, when it does that, it's going to cause a lot of tremors. Excuse me. Fast forward to when Mark meets Dr. Harlan. He's an expert in seismic activity.
Yeah.
Doesn't take too long though. Unfortunately, oh yeah, I was going to stay right here. So I don't remember seeing that many cartoons where we see somebody smoking. It's kind of
Right.
rare.
Yeah, I'm surprised that didn't stand out to me on first viewing. Usually when people smoke in a show, I make note of it. That's
Yeah.
hilarious. Kids show and that's a whole separate question. I don't know how much G-Force or GATCHAMAN was directed towards children in Japan, but to have people smoking on a kids cartoon in America, it's pretty wild.
Very. I mean, I can't remember. Maybe I'm sure The Simpsons has done it, but I can't think of any other cartoons that have. Maybe the old Disney cartoons, maybe, but yeah. It is pretty rare. Let's see. So yeah, it turns out that the room they're in is shaking. In fact, not only is the room shaking.
Yeah, we got an earthquake ourselves here.
Exactly. Yes, the whole building is shaking. So they get out, where apparently everybody is dressed exactly the same except them.
I noticed. I noticed. I chalked it up to they're wearing uniforms, I guess.
They're like jockeys or something. It's like a jockey dimension. Not only seismic experts, we're also jockeys and we're part-time jockeys. But yeah, they're all wearing the same thing except the two of them. They try to escape, but a giant crack opens up and poor Dr. Harlan falls in. Mark tries to save him, but he can't. You can see the stress on his face right there, trying to pull him out.
Yeah.
He tries using the transmute effect, but also that does nothing. You can see the headlights of the Mecha Dagon.
Yeah, that was pretty creepy. It's just sitting there underneath the earthquake.
That was pretty creepy. That was a very cool effect.
Yeah.
but unfortunately he can't save him. He does get his watch, but he doesn't save him. Which I think one of the few deaths we see on the show, because usually deaths were something kind of steered away from. But I think here it's pretty pivotal story, so I'm not sure if there's a way they could. And it wasn't that graphic, so I figured they let it go. But
Right. Yeah, I was pretty surprised they kept that in the American version.
yeah.
It seemed a bit much for a kiddie cartoon, but yeah. Mark's
I think
mentor
there's
bites it like 5 minutes into the episode.
yeah, pretty much. It's kind of a shame, but I think there's one episode where this heavy thing falls on something like an engine, and the guy's like, Japanese is like, oh, but in American version is like, I'll be okay. It's like, no, you won't. It's like heavy 1 ton or 2 ton thing is falling on top of you. You're like, I'll be okay. It's like, no, you're not.
Yeah, I figured Dr. Harmon would come back later on in the episode. We'd, find out he was on the mecha centipede or whatever, but nope, he was just dead.
Nope. Afraid not. He's a goner. So of course now Mark is mourning him. He's got the watch on his grave. That was fast. They dug him a grave and had a funeral and everything, just like that.
Right.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you got to hurry because apparently, look at all the other tombstones there. So it's got to hurry and get that plot. Yeah, I'm a little surprised at this shot right here because a lot of times in Japanese, maybe we've covered this in the past, but with Japanese animation and comics and video games, a lot of Christian imagery is used, and it's odd because there's not many. It's only maybe 1% Christian in Japan, maybe 2. It's very rare, but yet here it's all over the place.
Yeah, I wonder why they would show a graveyard looking like that.
Yeah. Let's see. It's also not uncommon for certain shows or issues of manga for the hero to be tied to a cross.
Huh.
So I think Spider-Man, one of us, I think he gets tied to a cross.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's pretty okay. Wow. Pretty wild. Let's see. So it turns out he's not alone.
Yes.
Hell hath no fear like a woman with bell bottoms, and she this hand tries to attack him, tries to chop him, but he gets out of the way. It turns out that's Dr. Harlan's daughter, Debbie, and which depends on which version you watch. In Battle of Planets, she says you could have saved him. You have powers. You could have saved him, which I think kind of makes a little bit of sense. But how would she know? He's with G-Force. But Japanese version, she has no idea. So she has no idea. So GATCHAMAN's pretty much a secret. Yeah, they have secret identities. So GATCHAMAN was heavily influenced by American superheroes. So the creators decided to give the characters secret identities. But she says, you're one of Galactor's men. And he's like, no, I'm not. Yes, you are. No, you're not. No, I'm not. And they fight. Well, the Japanese version, he decides he's had enough, so he hits her in the stomach. So it's just like, right there. So that was cut for the American version, but
and
Japanese version.
Sorry to interrupt, but also in the Japanese version, he says something like, "I didn't realize the doctor had a cute daughter."
While she's unconscious.
Yeah.
And he's carrying her off. Here we go. He's carrying her off away from the graveyard.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, she's really cute. It's like, it's kind of weird right there. It's awkward. So, and there's more that happens, but I decided, I'm just going to cut to the very end. So it's time for G-Force to have a showdown with the Iron Mechadegan. And there's Mark or Ken the Eagle on the bridge of the Phoenix. But it turns out there's Dr. Harlan's daughter. And apparently Ken has requested that she come aboard and find out that Ken is really a member of G-Force / GATCHAMAN.
Yeah.
So let's see. So he says that with that button, you can avenge your father's death. There's a button right there. It's a pretty awkward, very tense scene. And she's going to push it,
Yeah,
but she's hesitant.
everyone's waiting on her as the Phoenix is like hurtling towards the mecha, and she's dilly dallying, lollygagging.
I can hear Ted Knight saying, "Well, we're
Yeah,
waiting."
absolutely.
We're waiting.
Yeah,
You can see he's sweating. He says,
yeah.
like, "Do it," and then she says, "I can't," and then he says, "Good for you, Debbie. Revenge doesn't solve anything." And it's like, what? It's kind of an awkward scene, but I guess, well, in Japan things are a little different. How
Here,
this?
I think there's a connectivity issue.
Oh, is there?
I
Okay.
paused it for a second. I wasn't able to understand what you were saying. Let's see
Sorry.
if let's see. So I it, and I'm not sure what's going on. Hopefully, that will clear up. Having trouble connecting.
Uh-oh. Oh dear. Okay, I guess we're still going. Okay, so actually I'll just wait till Jason gets back. Yeah, that's what I'll do. We can just always edit this out later. Guess I can practice though. So it turns out Joe wants to use the bird missile. I can't take this. I'm gonna blast that gonna shoot a bird missile at the centipede's head. And the bird missile they're supposed to only use in emergencies. So let's see here. So they're saying, Joe, don't do it. Don't use it. And they eventually fall down. We see Dr. Nabu or Chief Anderson on the screen saying, don't use the bird missile. Oh, you're back. Hey.
Yeah, I'm surprised your recording continued, but keep going. So
I'll keep going. Okay.
I was
So
having some kind of technical problem, but I'm glad you were able to carry on.
yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
All right,
Let's
cool.
see. So just kind of recap. So we're going to go to the Japanese version. And it says what really happened, the unedited version for the Japanese version. Joe says, I can't take this. I'm going to blast a bird missile at the centipede's head.
Yeah.
So the bird missile, they're only supposed to use in emergencies.
Yeah.
So they're saying, don't do it. Don't do it, Joe. Ken or Mark tells Chief Anderson or Professor Nabu, I'm going to use the bird missile. And Chief Anderson, Dr. Nabu protests saying, you idiot, you can't do that. It's only for emergencies and it's not for attacking. Mark has had enough, so he just basically turns off the TV. There we go, right there, click. And says, yes, for this, with that button, you can push the button and avenge your papa. She's very hesitant. She can't do it. He even slaps her. I thought that's like, wow, that's really okay. He basically just grabs her by the hand and forces her to push the button there. And yeah, so the bird missile fires, and that's the end of the Mechadegan. Of course,
that kills it.
Eventually,
the Phoenix isn't done yet. I thought that was super cool how the Phoenix then drives right through the mecha.
Yes,
doesn't even do the fiery Phoenix, just crashes right through it.
Just ran, just like knocks it. Yeah, it blows it up and then just kind of runs through like the neck, I guess, part. But
yeah,
yes. So unlike last episode, these episodes are very different. The Japanese one makes more sense, but it is kind of I think, from what I understand, Japanese are very big on honor. So fulfill your father's honor by avenging him. But I'm not sure if kids are watching. I'm not sure if that's sending the right message or not. But
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I did not understand the big deal about using the missile. I mean, in the
yeah,
American version, at least they call it a nuke, which is like
yes,
when you call something nuclear, you're like, oh, that's really bad. But I mean, if this does not constitute an emergency, and this mecha is destroying cities, stealing
yeah,
everyone's energy, they're now in battle with it. um, yeah, if you're not in an emergency or if you're not using it as defense at this point, when would you? So all the moral complications about shooting it with this missile, I did not get at all.
no, I
And
didn't. It's like
and also
if
as
it
far
were,
as like the girls, hesitation, it's a big robot bug. What is the big deal? Just shoot the missile at it. What is the big deal?
well, I guess she wanted to blow up and it didn't want to do it, but yeah, it's kind of not many folks can say, "Hey, my dad was killed by a giant robot bug," and just like a
Yeah.
robot centipede. But yeah, it is pretty unusual. But yeah, I have to agree. I mean, he was saying it's only for emergency. Well, what do you call this? I mean, this I would say this definitely
Yeah.
is an emergency. So yeah, you use that's where if we have this weapon, we don't use it. What? Why are we even here? So yeah, use the. So I'd say fire all the bird missiles at it.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, they were also under attack from this mecha, so I mean, that is using it for defense. So I don't understand why they were having such a difficult time with that solution to the problem.
It's
And I thought it was interesting. We have a new third in command. I forget the old guy's name, but he got killed when he flew through the fiery phoenix.
Yes, that was Gorak, I think.
Borak, and then we got this new guy. I don't remember his name either. Although it was funny, he's a robot in
Yes,
the American version,
yes,
but he was pretty cool.
he was. Well, they have cool costumes, but I think those guys, they're the captain of whatever mecha they're piloting. But I think a lot of them don't last.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, they blow up. But I think eventually we meet the person that invents and builds all those mecha things, like the
Oh,
spiders and
sweet.
the ants. Yeah, I'm not sure when, but I think it does
Okay.
happen. And they do address why do so many of the things you build fail.
Nah.
But
Oh, come on. It's kind of hard to defeat the fiery phoenix.
it is, yeah, it is.
Let's see. And I meant to do this at the beginning, but then we had some technical problems, and I got distracted, and so I was thinking this episode originally aired October 22nd, 1972 in Japan. I guess the Oakland A's were busy winning a World Series.
Oh wow.
Kissinger was engaged in peace talks in Vietnam, and the infamous soccer team in the Andes were having a big old barbecue up there in the mountains with their crash plane.
I see them pose like with the remains of the plane. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. They seem very
I
calm.
Yeah, I'm assuming that that's got to be an AI image, kind of
Oh, okay.
a funny way to depict you know plane crash survivors who are about to start eating each other.
So come on, guys. Let's just
Yeah.
make the best of it. Let's have a selfie by the plane. Let's make the best of it.
Oakland A's win the World Series. When I think of the Oakland A's in the World Series, I think of that one in, what was it, 1988 or whatever. It was the A's versus the Giants, and there was an earthquake right in the middle of it. It was all on.
Oh, jeez.
It was all on national TV live because it was a World Series going on, and they had an earthquake. That's kind of wacky to happen like that.
That's terrifying. Yeah, it's like, jeez.
Crazy, yeah. I remember they had cameras set up on the Golden Gate Bridge just to show the region during commercials and stuff. And the earthquake started, and the bridge started shaking. Some car crashed because the bridge actually broke. Yes.
Wow. that's terrifying. You're enjoying a good, nice game, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
man, I want to go out there, but just a lot of spots that I want to see, but I'm afraid, just because of the quakes. But I'll get to see Tonga Hut and Trader Vic's and the Smuggler's Cove and all the other Fisherman's Wharf, all the other good things. So I still want to go.
yeah. I mean, I think there was a time back then, like in the 90s, people did associate California with earthquakes. It's like, if you're like, oh, I'm going to California, they'd be like, oh, look out for the earthquakes. But it's
Yeah,
been
right.
so long now that since they've had one that, I mean, no, I don't think people really talk like that anymore.
Yeah, I guess it can happen anytime, but
But yeah, it
has
can happen anytime there. They
has
got
a lot
all
of
those
cool stuff out
faults
there.
over there.
So yeah, I do want to see it someday. Someday.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt with my my little time capsule there.
Oh no, you're fine.
I think we discussed all the important things. I thought it was cool how Ken/Mark, he had it kind of reminded me of Ultraman when he's falling into the earthquake, and he presses the button on his wristwatch there and transforms. Bert, go! And then it didn't really do any good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he when he does that, if it enhances his speed or his reflexes, or I'm not sure if it really does anything. I think the American version, they made them cyborgs. I think they were
Really?
cyborgs with and without I believe so, as I remember
Oh,
correctly.
okay.
But I think in the Japanese version, I'm not sure when they do the transmute thing. I'm not sure if it if it does if it enhances their strength or their agility, if it does anything at all.
Yeah.
Besides to give you a cool suit.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's anything beyond aesthetics, but maybe we'll see. Depending how far we go with this, we've covered 4, so there's 100 episodes to go.
All right. Well,
I've got you, man.
all right. We got our work cut out for us. So,
Definitely.
all right. So probably I'm going out of town. No episode next week, but there's plenty in the Code Rad archives. I know there's got to be at least one episode you haven't watched yet. So sorry. I hope to see you again in 2 weeks.
All right, good. 2 weeks.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Take care. Take care, everybody. Bye.